this Info Not Wars. Thanks for joining us today. If you will, please like, subscribe, all of that jazz. So Glock 17, if you've seen my other video about this pistol, had some issues with it being suppressed. I wanted to go over a couple of things that I've done. The Trijicon SRO I put on there. Now I use the dovetail mount and green Loctite. So the Loctite, the green Loctite, from my understanding from my friend who's the machinist, is that it is somewhat of a filler as well. So if you have gaps or so forth, I don't understand all of that, but I trust him. And so that's what I used. I actually had to hammer this with a small sledgehammer in order to get it centered up. That's not an exaggeration, not obviously with the sight on it. I like the sight, nice big window. Obviously when you're racking this, if you're going to use the front of it, you know, you're leaving your palm print and so forth. But when you go to gain your sight picture, it really isn't an issue. I installed or had installed a Timney Trigger. Now, I did the Timney that comes with the new striker or the firing pin and the spring and all of that jazz to try to get the very best possible trigger that I could. Now, I've had multiple Timney AR triggers and never had an issue. They are amazing, and that's the reason why I still continue to buy their product. However, the Glock Timney trigger, it was absolute garbage. I mean, I would have rather had an AK trigger in this thing, which it wouldn't have fit, but I would have rather had that as to put this in here. I truly thought I had done something like so wrong that it shouldn't fire. It was just that bad. Took it to a local gunsmith, talked to him about it. He said he's, you know, worked on several just to polishing out, you know, certain aspects of the trigger, and now it's fantastic. But that cost me an extra $80. And so I don't know if it was just, you know, a sample of one, if other people have had the same issue, but maybe Zev or the Glock performance triggers or whatever, Johnny Glock, obviously, maybe you would be better served to try that instead of this particular Timney trigger that I purchased. But now it runs fine. I was able to, the spring that I had in it to try to override everything that was going on, all the tolerance stacking problems that was not a Glock issue that I was running into with the 21 or 22 pound spring that I had in there from Wolf to get this thing to go back into battery. Well, now that the trigger is done, so on and so forth, I've been able to back that off. I think I've got a 19 in there now, and so it'll actually lock back on an empty mag, whereas the other one would not. So I'm guessing it was cycling just far enough to get the brass out of the way and a new round inserted before I would fire the next round when I had the extra power spring in there originally. So anyway, that's the way it kind of rides, and I know it's gaudy in it, but anyway, I like it. So it shoots really good, obviously, and can't say enough about the rugged suppressor. It's just a fantastic can. Anyway, if you have an opportunity, you want to try any of these, the sight, even my OITE or no light as people refer to them. I want to do a video on some different OITE stuff, just indoors and outdoor, that sort of thing. I know you've seen a lot of people probably do that already, but I may have a little different take on it. So in any case, thank you for watching, and hey, go get yourself a Glock and, you know, mod it out.